Well, good evening, and thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us this evening. We're so appreciative. My name is Myra Brown, and I am the chair of the board for Women's Way. We are, thank you. We are very pleased to be able to welcome those of you who have been with us throughout the years, and also those of you who are new for the first time. Who's new for the first time coming to this event? Wow, look at you. Thank you, congratulations, thank you. We want to thank our corporate and individual sponsors, with a special thanks to JP Morgan Chase, who is our signature sponsor for this evening. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to Wells Fargo, who is our gold sponsor for this event. Additional thanks to Ballard Spar, FS Investments, and ZS Investments, who are our silver sponsors for this event. Thank you. So the money that's raised through the generous support of all of our sponsors and everyone here in this room enables us to continue our efforts in advancing gender and racial equity in our region. Yes, that should be applauded. So our focus and theme for this year is Spark Collective Action. And tonight, together, we're doing just that. Collective action, so what does that mean? At Women's Way, it means leading the charge to create a network and community of donors, volunteers, activists, and organizations that invest in women, girls, and gender-expansive individuals for gender equity. Collective action, it means breaking down barriers and moving towards change together. Collective action, it is creating a world where all women, girls, and gender-expansive individuals thrive economically. Yeah, collective action, it's the fight and the will to eliminate gender-based violence and to support universal sexual and reproductive health rights. That's right. Collective action is the Women's Way board and staff, and I want to thank our board and staff because they're amazing. Thank you. It's our board and our staff members coming together for intensive learning and discussion on how to diminish white supremacy and drilling down on this in all facets of the organization and in our personal lives too, even when it's not the most comfortable and popular thing to do. Thank you for the courage to do that. Collective action is doing more than talking about doing. It is actually doing, and sometimes disrupting in a positive way, like our chief disruptor here, Diane Cornman-Levy. Collective action is creating opportunities, such as a fund to respond to the immediate and urgent needs of women and girls, and creating a Gender Wealth Institute to diminish economic insecurity while empowering all women to attain financial security. So I ask you, please join us, not just for tonight. Please be a part of the collective and continued engagement beyond today, beyond tonight, that is the essence of collective action. Let's spark, let's ignite, let's burst into action collectively to improve, empower, and inspire all women, all girls, all gender-expansive individuals of our region. Let's do this together. Thank you and enjoy the evening.
Oh my God, thank you, Myra. She's my amazing co-pilot. She's incredible. So welcome. It's been 4 years since we've been together in person. And it feels so damn good to be in person. I'm Diane Cornman-Levy, the Chief Disruptor of Women's Way. And like I said, I'm so delighted to be here in this space to celebrate the power, the strength, the resilience, the creativity, and the beauty of women, girls, and gender-expansive individuals. We have so much to celebrate, including Wednesday's mayoral primaries that led to historic results in Philadelphia. Former council member Sherelle Parker became the first woman, can you believe that, to win the Democratic primary for mayor of Philadelphia, and is on track to become the first woman to serve in the city's highest office. Let's just take a... In addition, the results for the at-large city council seats could result in Philadelphia getting its first openly LGBTQ lawmaker in Rue Landau and first South Asian American lawmaker in Nina Ahmed. So as Myra said, tonight we celebrate this year's theme, Spark Collective Action. Each of us comes into this world bearing a spark, one that longs to be fanned into a flame of authentic selfhood. At Women's Way, we embrace the light of each individual and encourage each person to release their power, which is the energy, the freedom, the authority, and the self-determination to be who they are, to maintain personal bodily autonomy, and to create their own path, including how, when, and why they do or do not have families. Tonight, we recognize the crucial role our supporters and partners play in making our work possible. Because of individuals like you in this room, Women's Way has been at the forefront of advancing gender and racial equity for over 45 years. And some of you folks have been here since the very beginning, right? We're still fighting the fight. And I thank you for that. I would like to highlight some of the impact we have made together since our last in-person gathering in 2019. And this only happens through collective action. We have strengthened and expanded our grant-making programs to better serve women, girls, and gender-expansive individuals throughout the greater Philadelphia region. Our Rapid Response Action Fund was designed and launched in response to the pandemic to provide 2-year general operating support. In 3 weeks, we raised and distributed $135,000 to 12 organizations that immediately impacted more than 370,000 lives. Because of you, we were able to do that. We designed and launched our General Operating Fund, a new grant-making program that provides 2-year unrestricted funding to organizations in the region. And through our Immediate Response Action Fund, we helped 32 organizations address urgent and unanticipated needs of more than 30,000 community members. Altogether, we distributed over $1.1 million to grant awards to 95 organizations, impacting over 500,000 women, girls, and gender-expansive individuals, and we can't do it without your support. Through collective action, we launched the Gender Wealth Institute, whose mission is to close the gender and wealth gap and foster economic liberation for all women and gender-expansive individuals. Since its launch in January 2021, we have raised over $1.5 million, enabling Women's Way and our partners to advance research and practical solutions, such as our financial coaching training program, which has improved the financial health of more than 2,000 women by building the capacity of 74 organizations to integrate financial coaching into their programs. Our Closing the Gender Wealth Gap Forum series, which I'm sure some of you have seen, which has engaged and mobilized more than 2,500 individuals to join our movements and take action to help close the gender wealth gap. Our Change the Narrative Fellowship program, which is designed to empower women with lived experiences of economic hardship to tell their stories and become powerful agents of change. And we have many of the fellows here, and they are amazing, amazing women. our brand new Gender Wealth Index research project, which J.P. Morgan has helped provide support, thank you, J.P. Morgan, which will determine what's driving the gender wealth gap in our communities and create the first gender wealth index in our region. And lastly, First Market Ventures, a new investment fund for women of color entrepreneurs that was created in partnership with Zenith Wealth Partners and Mom Your Business. Where's Zenith Wealth Partners and Mom Your Business? Woo! In the past 6 months, we have been able to raise over $700,000 to support this initiative. So this is what happens when we harness the power of collective action. And none of it would be possible without the time, efforts, and financial support from people in this room, from all our donors, and from our 120 partners. I don't know if you realize how small we are. We're a staff of 8 people, and they're an amazing staff, and we accomplish a lot. Yeah. But together is how we widen and deepen our impact and make transformational change. So as we look to the future, our vision remains bold. All women, trans and cis, gender-expansive individuals will live with freedom, dignity, and joy. This requires challenging and dismantling systems grounded in exploitation and oppression and replacing them with systems grounded in compassion, empathy, and love. It requires more people, more resources, and more collective action. So if you are already engaged with Women's Way, thank you. Thank you for your commitment to working in solidarity with us to advance gender and racial equity. I so appreciate it. My wish, though, is that you deepen your engagement and support. Do not listen to the voices grounded in fear, anger, and greed that keep telling us that we're going to go into a recession and hold on to your resources, that tell us that if others have more, you have less. These are false narratives that are designed by those at the top of the economic pyramid to divide us and minimize our collective power. We cannot afford to be controlled by fear and retreat into our complacent and divided shells. For those who are new to Women's Way, join our movement by volunteering, by attending our events throughout the year, by donating and speaking up for the freedom, rights, and dignity of all women and gender-expansive individuals. We need your voices, your expertise, your resources, your wisdom, and commitment to build and sustain a wave of shared power grounded in our common humanity. It is time, way beyond time, for our diversity to be our superpower and be the spark that ignites change. So, if you stand for an economy that works for all women and gender-expansive folks, if you stand for a culture grounded in compassion, empathy, and love, and if you want to build collective impact with us to advance gender and racial equity, please stand if you're able and light your spark.